today.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Here's McPherson now to send it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Holt throwing the out route and complete. It's Bird. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the first carry for Bush. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there on your screen, Charles, the key inactives guys out this week.
And there's never anything good about any injury, but there's a silver lining to them, is that it creates opportunity for someone else on the depth chart. Will they take advantage of it with good play, or have they not prepared well, thinking they'll never get on the field and they'll go out there and hurt their team?
To throw on 3rd down. Holt. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down in the process. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Bush trying the middle, and he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
The Bears at 10-4 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. They'll try and sneak it here. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And
Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
now they'll throw here out of the gun. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over. Here's McPherson now to send it away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
To throw on second down, Holt. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
A good head down running on the return, gets about 15 yards. Here's McPherson now to send it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
The Bears on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. He finds his man, complete. It's Stevens. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's a third down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run up the middle with Bush. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On third down, Holt throwing the out route incomplete. That's Stevens. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll hand it off to Bush. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Eluding the pressure right. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics. He's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player. You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On the move to his left. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Bears get a bit closer. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive.
Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. This is Bush. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go, baby. Cougar 19. Come on, let's go. Slam, slam, slam.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Looking to throw on second down. Holt. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. On 1st and 10. Holt looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stevens. Touchdown! A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second.
They'll start on the ground with Bush. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Holt. He'll buy some time right. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
On 1st down, Holt.
And oh, he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out to his left.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Decent run, maybe hoping for a little bit more. It does, though, set up 3rd and manageable.
And every play that's run, if it's blocked perfectly and executed perfectly, it's set up to go for a touchdown, right? But I like the way you described that one. Just get into a 3rd and manageable, nice decision-making, and took care of the football.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the 2nd half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the 1st, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. So a decent deficit at this stage in the 2nd half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Good job there defensively to push them back on 1st down. I'm not sure if this is 4-down territory or not because they can kick the field goal and get it back within a score, but you know that's not what they're thinking right now. A field goal has to be their last option.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the 2nd half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They give to Bush going right. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try and run for the first with Bush.
And he will have the Bears first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Looking to throw. Holt, throw left side, complete. That's Stevens. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Bush on 3rd down. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
64 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Rolling to his right. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season, and that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
They'll try again.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Check, Bobcat. Check, lucky. Ready, go.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. begins here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. He finds his man complete. It's Stevens. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give him 30 yards there. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
They toss right side to Bush. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
And it's incomplete. They can...
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 30.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now.